Hey there everybody, welcome back to my video that was supposed to be one video, but Mercury is going retrograde soon. I'm going to blame it on that. Actually, I forgot to plug in the computer and so the battery died on me. So we have two. Be sure to check out for the overall energy the first video, part 1, and that also had stuff in there for Taurus and Gemini and Aries, your individual one. So if that's your sun, your moon, and your rising, be sure to check those out. And we're going to continue through the rest of the way because I'm plugged in. Oh, it's going to, yeah, I want to blame Mercury retrograde though because my Mercury's in Cancer. Okay, so we're going to start with Cancer. We're going to start with Cancer here. What we're going to do is cover what's going on with the energy of the eclipse and how you can use it. And for you, Cancer, this has been a very, very big deal. A very big deal, right? So there's this energy of having to nurture yourself, to love yourself, there were some messages in the end of the last video too you could check out. I hadn't pulled any cards yet, but we've been working really hard to learn how to love ourselves and nurture ourselves because as Cancer tends to give away and do the nurturing and the caring for each other. And over the last 18 months, there's been a real opportunity to learn how to love and nurture and care for ourselves. And so that's what you have going on. And I'm a little wondering what is happening with you, though, when I look at these cards for this eclipse energy. And so Cancer, I want to take a moment to nurture you. So let's everybody put our feet on the floor and take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Put your hands on your heart. I am worthy of all the love that I give. I am worthy of all the love that I give. This eclipse is about balancing ourselves between knowing what we are worth and the nurturing energy, right? We're in this in-between space, this in-between stage. So the cards that came out for you have the 5 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. That's a lot of disappointment and heartbreak. Now, it's in your first house. So, I don't know what arena of your life this is falling in. There is something that you feel, and look, she is just tipping it over and pouring it out. It's like, I spent a lot of time and energy on this, and it just doesn't work. And I love this one, though, because you see all the swords, but then the Dove of Peace is coming, and you are not alone. I just heard you are not alone. So, this is the Light Seers Tarot. We have another card, too. We'll get to in a moment. But the Light Seers Tarot comes with these little affirmations, and I kind of want to read them because they're so hopeful. It says, my tender heart helps me navigate toward my bright future. So, stepping into that heart space and understanding that you're moving out of the darkness into the light. That you're in this space where you can move yourself forward, but it's knowing what you are worth, believing and trusting in yourself. My tender heart helps me navigate toward my future. And then the 9 of Swords. I see my fears as the illusions that they are. Fears, that's worry about something that hasn't even happened. Like, okay, so here's what I saw. Okay. So much personal stuff you're about to get. It was a Cancer. I was married to this Cancer, and we were in counseling, and he never had time. Like, I don't have enough time to be with you. Like, he was never home, never had any time. And I would say, well, can you spend this time with me? And he would be like, I don't have any time. So we were in therapy, and I walked over, and I took the cups, and I picked up the pitcher of water, and I set out these cups, and there were like 6 cups there. And I said, this is how much time you have. So filled up the cup for work. This is how much time you have. I filled up the cup for all of his He had a lot of extracurricular activities, and I got all done, and he had 2 cups left. I said, and this is the cup for me, and this is the cup for your private time. And there was like a dribble of water left. And I said, so yeah, you want to give that to yourself, and you think I'm asking too much, but there's no water in my cup. There's only water in everything else. And so it is a matter of filling up your cup. Like, not worrying about things that haven't happened. How much energy do you have? Do you really want to pour your energy into a cup of worry when you have so many other things that you could be spending your energy on, your cup of energy, your pitcher of energy, and you're pouring it into these things? And you want to dedicate one of those to worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet? You know, there's a difference between planning realistically for the future because you know you need certain things. But when you spend emotional energy out of your pitcher of energy on worrying about things, you are leaving little energy for yourself and for the significant relationships in your life. Because we have a tendency to want to make sure, well, the bills are getting paid and this chore has to be done and the kids have to be wherever. And so spending your time and your energy, emotional energy, doing the things that you think you have to do. Maybe you do or you don't, but you're not sparing time for and energy for yourself or the significant people because you're also spending some of that time in worriment. And so I don't want to say it's a waste of time, because that seems really rude. But I'll be honest, that's what I feel. And that maybe that's energy that would be better spent more productively for yourself in something that actually gets you to where you want to go, which is feeling safe, which is feeling nurtured, which is feeling loved. And apparently you have a really great idea coming in. Look at that Ace of Wands. That is like the light and the fire, the Holy Spirit lighting up in your third eye, some great big new idea. That the seed of intention with this new moon, it's a seed that needs to be nurtured and cared for before it can grow. And so finding the time and the energy for that feels like a priority to me. Now, it's your idea, it's your dream, it's your goal, it's what you want. The question is it enough of a priority for you? I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. So if you're spending time on worry, if you're spending time on regret, how much time do you have left in your pitcher to fill up the cup of my inspiration, passion, and what I really want to create? It's something to think about. I want you to notice there is one cup still back there, or bowl. It's actually a bowl. And it's beautifully colored, and I feel like that's your idea. Don't tip it out. Don't tip it out. That's where you should be putting your energy in my opinion. And since it's my video, I guess it can be my opinion. All right, so I'm going to pull the Divine Feminine cards for you. I know some of you are masculines that are watching this, but here's the thing. You can identify as a masculine or a feminine, but we all have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energy within us. And Cancer is all about integrating that in a very balanced way, in a very, very balanced way. And so that ability to do that, with this energy of the sun being masculine and the energy of the moon being feminine, but the moon's not blocking out the sun. Instead, they're working together to provide this beautiful light, the annular eclipse that just has all this beautiful, these layers, these textures, these colors to it. When you're there, it's just, you know, so much to it. And so it's working in synchronicity together. And, what is your big idea? Look at these cards. What is it, Cancer? What should you be spending your energy on? Whoa. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love, the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. Makes sense you would get this card, right? So the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and so it is the most feminine, it is the nurturing, it is the loving energy. And you have the red goddess Lolita, playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Stepping out of the worries, stepping out of the regrets, stepping into this big new thing that you want to create. Moving out of the dark into the light. This is some really powerful stuff, Cancer. So yeah, it's really a choice. You choose when you get up in the morning. You have a pitcher full of energy. You get to choose where you're going to pour the energy out. Which cups are you going to fill up with it? It's up to you, right? You would have thought after I showed him that it would have made an impact, but it didn't. So I hope it makes an impact on you. Okay, so Metatron says love, relationships, and harmony. Making time for the things that are really important to you. All right, so I'm going to read this to you. A little bit of it, not the whole thing, because they're really long. But this is the Archangel Metatron deck by Amanda Ellis. When I first got this deck, the energy that was, I mean, seriously, when I opened the box, it was vibrating. It was amazing. How do you love and how are you loved? When you pull this card, typically focus on your relationship within a partner, although it can also apply to non-romantic relationships such as with a parent or a loved one. We know that love is bonding with one another when expressed in its highest form. It is like a rose in full bloom pictured in the card, a beautiful sacred thing. However, just like a rose is delicate and needs to be handled with care. It needs time, attention, and gentleness for you to benefit from its glorious wonder. Love, once seeded, can weather any storm as long as work and energy from both sides are put into it. Where are you pouring your cup of energy? Is it into your relationships? Or is it into worrying about things that haven't happened? Or thinking about or regretting things that happened in the past that they're over? The benefit of what happened was you learned something from it. There's a lesson, sure. This worked, this didn't work, I'll try this differently. But, I mean, you got something really powerful going on here. And I want to say if it's a passion project, that's also something that you can pour your love and your passion into. It doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship, because to me, when I'm looking at these, this feels like something you're working toward. It feels bigger than, it feels soul work. It feels soul work. Do you have some kind of soul thing that you're working on? It could definitely be a relationship, obviously. It's in the first house of you. So this energy could be coming from anything. Oh, I almost forgot to get you the esoteric question to ask yourself, to journal on, to think about. So, okay, this card is just, all right. It says, I am focused. Am I focused on what I want most? That was just sitting at the top of the deck. It wasn't the one that came out, but I never noticed the cards when I'm shuffling them when I saw that one. So, what are you focusing on, right? The regrets and the worry? Or that big, beautiful idea and that energy of where it is that you want to go and what you're trying to create for yourself. It says, am I communicating my needs? Am I communicating my needs? Remember, Cancer? I deserve the love that I give. I deserve the love that I give. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now? What haven't you communicated? What are you afraid of? It is possible that what you are fearing is not true. This is just fears. They're illusions. So, who do you need to talk to? What are you worried about? Maybe you need some answers. Get the answers. It's so much better to know. Dealing with the facts of a situation, right? Easier than all the scenarios that we come up with in our very, very beautiful action oriented, activated imaginations, right? And so, I mean, we can really go down the rabbit hole on things. So sometimes it's just the kindest thing you can do is say to yourself, okay, wait, I'm just going to go ask. And I mean, not like the answer, but at least I'll know it, right? At least I'll know. Okay. So, wow, that was long. That's okay, Cancer. You deserve it. And there was some information on the other video that I started before, before you know, Mercury in retrograde. Stop the camera. That's what we're going with. Okay, so let's move on. It is Leo. Hi, Leo. I had a little camera issue that I'm choosing to blame on Mercury going into shadow into retrograde, but in reality, I forgot to plug in my camera. And so there you have it. Okay, so be sure, though, to take a look at the beginning of the other one if you want the download on the information, the 411 on this eclipse and the different things that I said that I can't even begin to recall right now. Plus, it took 18 minutes. So I'm going to even try. So this is your energy of the eclipse and how can you use it. I'm using some very powerful decks today. I am using decks that I've only ever used for myself because they requested me to use them. So apparently I'm not supposed to keep all the good stuff to myself. I think it means you guys are ready to dig a little deeper. Okay, not this one does want to come. All right, so these are the Light Seers Tarot. Ooh. So you have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. And then I look at this and I'm like, 4 plus 4 is 8. And so I feel like these come first. There's this hanging on to what you really value and missing the opportunity behind you. Like, I'm holding on tightly to what I have, and then this is setting everything down and walking away. So, Light Seers Tarot is really cool because it comes with these little affirmations that I really, really like. I'm going to read these to you in the order that they feel like they came to me here. So we have this Four of Pentacles. I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. And the Four of Cups says, I see the fullness and the richness of my life. I see the fullness and the richness of my life. This is all happening in your 12th house of your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your wishes. And so with this 12th house energy, it's kind of like breaking down and letting things go that don't work to create space in your life for what it is that really matters to you and that you really, really want and desire. And so this one says, I walk away from negativity. I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. It's like, that feels like graduation from the last 18 months where we were supposed to learn how to love ourselves. Love ourselves enough to say, that's crap and I don't need this and I'm out of here. I love this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups with that rebellious energy of, I know what it is I deserve and I am going to claim it for myself is beautiful. So often when I see the Eight of Cups, the way it's depicted, it's like they're going on a spiritual journey inward, this doesn't work, or they've just had enough. This one is like, I know what I want, and it's not this. It doesn't even feel like the searching. It feels like the, I know, not this. Not this. Okay, so, you also got the divine presence of the divine feminine, Shekinah. Just showed up in Gemini, maybe? At the center of everything, there is light. And I am that light. And I choose me. I choose me. I am moving out of the dark into the light. At the center of everything, there's light, and I am that light. And I know what I'm worth, and I love myself enough that I'm walking away from the crap that doesn't work. I choose me because I am the light. I am the light. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, so Archangel Metatron. These cards are really, the energy on them. Wow. Okay, his energy, he said. Yes. We have transformation, the light and the dark. Stepping away from what doesn't work. stepping into the light. You are the light. This is stepping away from the negative energies that surround you, whether they come from within, because sometimes we talk crap about ourselves and we should never do that, but we do, right? So it's stepping away from the negative energy wherever it is coming from and walking toward the light, because you are the light. This is you reclaiming you. I call back my power from across all time and space. I am my own. I am my own. I am the light. I step into my light of who I am. That is number 31, which is a 4, by the way, which is it's stability. What is left behind is an empty shell, and we learn to look back with compassion at what blocked our way and the lessons we learned from our struggle. By doing this, we transform not only ourselves, but the darkness too. We learn to live with it, but not allow it to control us. To love all the parts of ourselves and to walk on the highest path we can, moment to moment, day by day. By doing so, we conquer the battle within and allow the light to win. Allow the light to win. Allow the light to win. Wow. This is very, very powerful. Okay, so this card is here, like the esoteric cards for you to think about and journal on, about how, you know, how to use this energy to your best advantage. This is powerful. It's seed energy. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be loved. It needs to, oh my gosh, out of the dark into the light. Out of the dark into the light, the seed that gets planted, you know, in the ground, in the dark, in the shell, and then it bursts forth, and then it reaches for the light. You are the seed of the new moon. Wow. Nice. When was the last time I danced freely? When was the last time you let yourself have some fun? Dance. Because it will shift you into a beautiful state. Because it will get you out of your head and into your body and into your heart. Because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. I want to read that line again. Fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, and frustration, and impatience. It's headspace stuff. It's got nothing to do with the essence of who you are. You will feel the change of joy and confidence take you over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now, to trigger the happiness. It is the gateway to freedom, to become free. Dance. Dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice the inward fire growing within and the feeling that you just being you. You are a wild, loving force. Express it with dance today. You know what is funny? Is when the sun was moving into Gemini, Capricorn got this card. And I challenged them because they were coming up on the eclipse season, right? They're in the South Node. I challenged them to dance for 3 minutes and then post the song that they danced to. Not very many people took me up on it, but I'm challenging you. Even if you don't want to post and tell me, find a song that really speaks to you. You know, something from your childhood where you used to dance. You know, you remember those high school dances when you couldn't get off the dance floor, or in your bedroom where nobody was watching. You know what? Turn out the light. Turn up the music and dance just for the fun of it. You know, you can go out with your friends. Well, I guess maybe you can't. You can do a virtual dance party online. Some places you can get out now. Dance. It's really good for the soul. It frees you up. It moves the energy around in your body. And it's just pure fun. And it looks like you're ready for a little bit of that. Right? Choose you. Choose you. I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. 24:15. Hi, Virgo. How's it going? So, if you want the introduction that was 18 minutes long about everything that was going on with this eclipse, it's on the other video. I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde, although honestly, I forgot to plug in the camera. There you go. Full disclosure. But, you know, I can blame it on Mercury going retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th. But it's in shadow right now, and my Mercury is in Cancer, and so it's going to get hit. So maybe this will be the whole thing right here. Okay, so let's get you some cards for this energy. This is happening for you in your 11th house of groups and group activities, especially if you're Virgo rising. But this is for Virgo sun, Virgo moon. I really recommend that you check out all of the different aspects of you because different things will be triggered. There's always going to be some information to be found. Okay. So we start out with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups energy is looking back and thinking, oh, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. This one says, my tender heart helps me to navigate toward my bright future. And this feels really significant as being the first one. My tender heart helps me navigate toward my bright future, because the next one that you have is kind of the one about choosing your path, okay? So my tender heart, so your heart will help you to make this decision. The world is filled with the world is filled with opportunities for adventure, and I welcome them into my life with planned action. So this is you choosing. And how are you going to choose? What's going to help you plan? You've got the Queen of Pentacles, and if you look, she's meditating. She's meditating on what's important to her. By the way, Queen of Pentacles, Virgo card. Seriously, Virgo card. So, Queen of Pentacles, that's that nurturing, caring for the things that are really important energy. You know, this in-between phase that we have where we're deciding, hey, I am going to ask for what I'm worth, and I'm going to make sure that I have enough love to give to myself and give to others. And so the Queen of Pentacles says, I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. And the last card you have is the Sun. This is what you're heading toward. It's beautiful. I think that, you know, this energy, you know, is going to be, it feels like a progression. I am whole when I am more than enough. I shine like the sun when I am happy. This is you choosing to understand, to believe that I am stepping out of the dark into the light. I know what I am worth, and I have enough love for me. The Sun, the nodes in Cancer have been all about learning to love ourselves so that we can share that. Putting ourselves first. It's like being on the airplane and you know, the pressure drops and the masks fall down. And what do they tell you to do? They tell you to put your mask on first so that you can help the passengers next to you. Because if you pass out, well, you're not going to be able to put the mask on anybody, right? And so taking care of yourself first, making sure you are doing what you need to do for yourself first is really important. Wow, I wish I could say this word. Yogini? Oh boy. It's the essence of all the Buddhas. I am so sorry. I know some of you are going, I can't believe she can't say that, and she butchered it. And if you are saying that, I would love so much for you to put it phonetically spelt for me in the comment section below so I can learn how to say it. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. I have the power of choice to make everything sacred, to connect with the divine and make everything sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Oh, and you have Mary Magdalene. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. This was Jesus's divine feminine counterpart. And together, they brought the whole message in. The East meets the West. Integration. Integration of all the parts of you, making choices on your behalf for yourself. Choosing the Sun. choosing to put your mask on first. So we're going to pull some cards from the Archangel Metatron deck. You have Archangel Sandalphon. You know what's funny is this is the earthy earth sign one. Archangel Sandalphon is all about being grounded. Taurus got this one, the other earth sign that I've done so far. So staying grounded, being willing to reach for the stars, to reach for the sun, to step off, and yet staying grounded. So it says, come back to the simple pleasures of life, to music and song, to nature and light in all of its myriad of forms, sunlight, starlight, sunrise, sunset. All the natural healing energies that are available to you, each aspect sustains and nourishes you in every step forward you take. Sandalphon brings comfort, beauty, and softness to you now, and is with you in every footprint that you make, the choices that you decide to go forward with to reach for the sun. You are being supported and grounded. You know, Buddha is all about finding the inner peace within and manifesting what you want out in the world through that knowingness that you are divine. You are a spark of the divine, and you can create. You can create for yourself whatever you really want. And if you attract it and not chase after it, attract it into your life by staying grounded, by making a plan, working the steps, by not worrying about it. So, again, are you giving yourself enough? It says, name all the things you love. Name all the things you love. And it says, are you one of them? After you name all the things you love, start with yourself and then name all the things you love. Today's mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. Put your mask on first. Put your mask on first. Wow. This room is humming with energy. Put your mask on first, right? Love yourself first. That's what we've been working on. You know, groups and group activities. If you're spread too thin because you're trying to be all things to all people, take care of yourself first, right? Put your mask on first. All right, so we're going to move on to Libra. Hey there, Libra. How's it going? So this is part 2. If you want to get the overall information, it's like 18 minutes of the first video. It is in there. Lots of really great stuff. And then Mercury retrograde happened. I forgot to plug in the camera. So I'm talking and all of a sudden the screen goes black. So we have 2 parts to this video. So if you want the overall energy, or if your rising sun or moon, whatever you're watching now, if some of the other parts is Aries, Gemini, or Taurus, and there's some information for Cancer, that is where you will find it. You will find it on the other video. I will link it below. Because, you know, there you have it. Okay, so this eclipse, it's the integration of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It is about putting yourself first and loving yourself and taking care of yourself. It is about finding the balance. Finding the balance, the yin and the yang, right? And so the masculine energy, and even if you identify as a masculine, I'm pulling a divine feminine card today because it is, everybody has divine masculine and feminine within them, and it is finding that balance that matters right now. And so they wanted another one. This is annular. This is an annular eclipse. And so the moon does not, the feminine does not completely block out the masculine. Instead, the lights work together. The heavenly bodies, right, are creating this beautiful light that has texture and richness and a very interesting experience, and it's very powerful being at 0 degrees. So, and it's coming into some, only one really significant angle with Aquarius. I mean, with Saturn over there in Aquarius. And so it's about finding the boundaries and the angles in your life that make it beautiful. So, all right, Libra. So you have the Seven of Swords and you have the King of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords is about, in my opinion, finding your way through using your mind. And this King of Pentacles is like, I know I can manifest and I can create. Which is a very powerful energy. Because this eclipse is about stepping out of the dark into the light, remembering that you are worth and what you are worth and asking for it. Knowing your value. And also nurturing, finding that balance of loving ourselves enough so that we have enough to share with others. So this is the Light Seers Tarot. I really, really love it. I just got it, and I am obsessed. And I rarely feel that way about a tarot deck for sure. Because, this one is so cool, though, because she has these little affirmations in it that are so positive. It says, I act from a place of love and morality, and the universe witnesses my honest intentions. So oftentimes the Seven of Swords is given this thing of, oh my gosh, they're lying, they're sneaking, whatever. And sometimes there's a need to keep some stuff quiet and to walk quietly and to step around some stuff in order to get to where you're going, as long as you are working for the best and the highest good of all. I act from a place of love and morality, and the universe witnesses my honest intentions. And so sometimes stepping away from the fight or finding another way around it is okay. You don't always have to be up in everybody's face. There are certain situations where that's required, but it looks like you have one where maybe not. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady and desired effort. So staying on the moral high ground, having good intentions, working toward what it is you want to create through consistent action. Saturn likes consistent action. They're kind of running the world right now. So this is your 10th house of career. Okay, we're in your 10th house of career. Planting the seed of intention for what you want to move things forward in the direction over the next 6 months. And there's some stealth movements that need to be taken for this. You can manifest whatever it is that you want to, but you're going to have to work hard. And not everything is going to be, keep your actions as honest and pure as you can, but you don't necessarily have to tell everyone about it. You have the Warrior Saint oh gosh, I'm so bad at this. I'm going to show you it and you can tell me if you know what it is and put it in the comment section phonetically. It says, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resource and support. Resource and support. I'm going to manifest what I need by dreaming about it and taking action in my highest integrity. And then what I need is going to come to me. This is attracting success to you by staying on your highest path. You can manifest what you want. But when you're manifesting with spirit and that gets you in the flow and things come to you, I want to say faster, but also in a magnitude that is so much greater than maybe you could do on your own. And by success, bringing that kind of magnitude, it's not about how much money you make, because sometimes people seems like they make a lot of money by being, really low lives. But it's more than that. It's how you feel about yourself. It's your relationship with other people. It's your relationship with yourself. It's that to be really successful, right, is so much more than just material goods. But here's an opportunity for you to have both, right? So you have go. You have go with the flow. Spirit's encouraging you to be in the flow with spirit and shine on. Look at these. So this is about being in touch with your emotions, reaching for the light, not worrying so much about, you know, what, doing what you need to do. You know, and also look at this, is canoeing between the rocks. You have to be paying attention. It's stealth mode, right? The paddling is very quiet. You're navigating some tricky waters right now, but shine on. Don't let anybody tell you your idea is not great. It says everything is provided and flow, and you will see. If you would only allow flow and allow the spirit realms to carry you, let go and surrender. If you would be able to see the beauty all around you in every part of your journey forward, it is a journey without beginning or end. The path of eternal life that takes us through the incarnation into the next. It would be so much easier for the body, mind, and soul if we let go and flow. A fluid state of free of control of ego or will that just allows life to unfold at its own pace, in its own time, and in its own way. You can manifest what you want by focusing on it, being consistent in your action, and not expecting miracles overnight. Let's just say, because this feels very career-oriented, but let's just say you wanted to lose 40 pounds. Well, you're not going to wake up tomorrow 40 pounds lighter, right? So it takes consistency. It takes working toward it and being in flow and finding a way through it. No one can do it alone. You are all reflections of each other, building a much bigger, brighter light than you can imagine. Beacons lit around the world, switched on, activated, joining together, feeding each other. When one person gets light, when one person's light gets low, it is recharged by the light next to it. Oh, I just saw, those people that have the phone things and you could stick the phone on somebody else's phone and charge it. Like, if you're starting to feel like, I don't know, look around to the people in your life that encourage you, that support you, that nurture you. My devotion attracts resources and support. It's both, resources and support. So if you're working hard and you need something, don't be afraid to ask for it. If you need, just someone to talk to, don't be afraid to ask for that. If you need someone to bounce an idea off of, be careful who you're bouncing ideas off of, but, find that safe person for that. And be open to looking for things that are brought to you. What risks can I take today? These are the esoteric questions to be thinking about, and you get this one. Be not mistaken, you will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path toward your dream. You will have to take the big scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. And you have what I am looking for outside of myself. What am I looking for outside of myself that is already within me? Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something? When we search outside ourselves, we become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never quite feel good enough. It is time to go inward to find everything you need to seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Oh, so Spirit's also saying, don't forget to ask for help from Spirit. Spirit stands at the ready, always at the ready to help you be in flow. But you have to ask, right? It's free will. They're like, come on, ask us. Come on, we're trying to set things up for you, but you got to ask. Just ask. And then you ask for something, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is. So, constant communication. There's some disciplined action right there. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you desire. Your prayers will be heard. They will be answered. Timing is so, it's this thing. It's like, nothing ever happens. That's not true. Things are happening. Maybe you just won't see it. You think it's not happening, but it is. It's happening. So keep asking. That's the surrender, the control, right? But I want to lose 40 pounds overnight. Okay, that's not going to happen. It takes some time, right? And, so just allow yourself to be open, ask for what it is that you want. If you're looking for a career change, maybe not being so focused on, I want to work at this particular place. or a relationship. I want this particular person, but instead, these are the features that I would like, and I don't mean what somebody looks like. These are the features. I would like a good benefits package. I'd like to have flex time. I'd like to be able to work from home. I'd like to, I don't want a big commute. Those kind of things. If it's a relationship, then, it's like I want someone who will laugh at my jokes, somebody whose company I enjoy. It's that kind of energy. So, all right, I'm going to move on to Scorpio because I absentmindedly shuffling cards and we're already getting them. So Spirit's like, move on, go to Scorpio. So here we go. We're going to do Scorpio. All right. Good luck, Libra. Hi, Scorpio. How's it going? So I was sitting here shuffling and cards were flying out for you and you have Joan of Arc. So I pulled Divine Feminine cards because this eclipse is sun energy, which is masculine, and the moon energy in the sign that rules the moon. And so very much the balancing, because it's an annular eclipse. It's like it's the textures of the difference of working together, right? The light is different. It's changed. It's beautiful. And I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. I haven't even gotten to the first cards I'm supposed to pull for you. I saw that. I'm like, whoa, let's go. So, I have steel-like faith in myself. Yes, as you should. As you should. I went through some really tough times, and a lot of them. And every time I felt like, do you know what tempered steel is? Tempered steel is when they take the steel and they push it into the forge and they melt it and they pull it out and they pound on it and then they fold it and they pound on it and then they stick it back in the forge and they melt it again. They pull it out and they pound on it and they fold it onto itself and they pound on it. And that's how I felt. And Scorpio, since I've been doing these, I started in November of 2018. Scorpio has felt like they've been in the forge getting melted and pulled out and pounded on in the last few months. Something's shifted. Something's changed. And so now you are armored. I have steel-like faith in myself. The angels armored me with conviction. You're tempered steel. That's so cool. It really is. Okay, so let's see what we have here. You have strength. I told you. It's tempered steel. Ooh. Oh, God, I love your cards. Okay, Knight of Swords. I love this Knight of Swords. My favorite Knight of Swords in any deck ever. And you have the Eight of Cups. Also my favorite Eight of Cups in any deck ever. Okay. I feel like they go this way. So we're going to go this way. Eight of Cups. Beautiful. The Eight of Cups, they all come with these little affirmations. I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. This whole time of the North Node in Cancer has been about learning to love ourselves. I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. And then you take off running. Look at this, Knight of Swords. He is running to go hop on that motorcycle. He's got his crossbow. He's on the move. And the Knight of Swords says, I move quickly to help others. And as I do, my dream expands. I choose myself. But this North Node in Cancer has been all about learning to love ourselves so much that we seal up all the holes in our emotional bucket so that it fills up and it spills out, and then we can go out into the world. You are armored up. You are ready to go because you chose yourself. You have the strength. Look, it's the lion and the lamb. This is you. This is beautiful. I'm super excited for you. Favorite reading so far today. I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward, and I use them for good. I choose me. I choose to help through compassion because I'm strong. If you doubt that, think about what you have already come through. If you can do that, you can do anything. Honestly, right? Scorpio comes into this world to teach the rest of us how to do transformation, how to go deep, how to solve things, how to dig in. I'm not sure if that's the only one. Hold on. I'll find out here in a second. That's it. Oh, gosh, you have such great cards. Okay, so it is about learning. It is about showing the rest of us how it is you go deep. And you go, I don't like that part about me, but I love that part about me. I can work to make that part better, but no matter what, whether I screw it up and get it right or I don't, I love it because this part of me makes me not flat Stanley. This part of me gives me texture and light and dark, so much like this eclipse, right? It's the beauty of it. It's part of the uniqueness of it's one of the facets of the diamond that is you. And diamonds are made from coal, things that people aren't excited about, but pressure makes the diamond shine. And you guys shine. And look at this. See that cube? It looks like a diamond shining too. It says Mother Earth grounding and support. If you're feeling too emotional, don't forget water, your water sign, needs earth as a container to hold it. So get your feet, get your bare feet out there if you can. If it's the middle of the winter and you can't, do what you can to get your hands in the dirt or to take a saltwater bath or go lean up against a tree. If you struggle with bringing your dreams and ideas to reality, remember that everything is built one block at a time, and all it takes is for the first block to be placed. What sets your intention with this new moon, this planting of the seed of this idea of what it is that you want to sprout something new, all it takes is to set your intention and say to the wider universe that you are serious and this is real. Whether putting down a deposit on an educational course or writing, I have no idea what that is, or painting a room to make it an office, you create powerful waves of change and growth that starts with just one tangible step. The seed only grows into a tree because it's been planted, so plant something new today. So this dream that you're heading toward, this I choose me, I am going off in this direction and I'm going to do what's right for me, and by doing what's right for me, it will help other people because now I'm ready. I have the Kundalini life force. This, Scorpio, is the diving deep and bringing the energy up from the depths and letting it light you up. And lighting up from within all the way. This is untapped energy. Choose yourself. You're strong enough. Choose yourself and then go chase down your dream, because whatever that dream is not only good for you, but it is good for others. That dream is not just good for you. It's good for others. So chase down your dream. Chase down your dream. The Kundalini life force is something that you should look into. It is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. If that card resonated with you and you're like, start doing the work for it. Me reading that's not going to tell you anything other than that. It is something that it's time for you to explore. It is a process. But I feel like, you wouldn't be getting that card if it's not time to start tapping into it. So chase down your dream. Walk away from what doesn't work. Choose you. Choose you. I love your cards. I'm so excited about this reading. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? What are the dominant emotions that run your life? I rebelliously choose me. I walk away from the emotions and the negativity that doesn't work. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life and your values, your desires and your expectations. What are you worth? Who do you want to care about? Stepping out of the dark into the light. You are armored up. You're ready to go. Walking away from what doesn't work. And then take off running for what you want to go after. You are armored up and you're ready to go. It says, when was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing? What emotions run your life? It should be smiles and laughter. If it's not that, walk. Run. I want to say don't walk, but run. Run toward the happiness and the joy. You're strong enough. You are ready. You are armored up. You are ready. Thank God, right? Because it was a lot of work to get there. But congratulations. Good job. Super excited for you. Super excited for you. All right. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius. Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Please be sure to check out all of your signs. I have 2 videos because I want to blame Mercury retrograde, but it was not. It was me. I forgot to plug in. Okay, so there is 18 minutes worth of what's going on with this eclipse and how does that energy matter to everybody in the collective. So that's important. And then, but if your sun, moon, or rising is in either Aries, Taurus, or Gemini, which will not be in either, right? That's more than either. It's in one of those. Then the messages are on that video. And so I will link it below. And there's some messages. If you have Cancer strong in your chart, I had started the Cancer portion. I'm not sure if those messages all made it to this video. Some of them did. I don't know if they all did. So I am going to pull a card for you from the Divine Feminine. Even if you identify as masculine, we are all Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. It is the integration of those parts. The sun is a very masculine energy. The moon is feminine. This is an annular eclipse, which does not actually block out the light of the other. They work together in synergy, right? And they show the textures and the different plays of the light and the beauty of it. And so this is beautiful energy to work in as you plant your seeds of intention for, loving ourselves and then allowing that to pour out into the world. And for you, this is happening in your 9th house, right? I believe. 5th house. Ooh, 5th house of fun and romance. That can't be right. I'm wrong. It's your 8th house. Oh, your 8th house of transformation. 8th house of transformation. So, in 6 months, we get another eclipse that happens. Okay, so we had the Sagittarius eclipse. Then there's another one happening in December that's either in Gemini or Sagittarius, but it's on your axis. I think the Sagittarius one is actually in, I think it's in November in this. Now I'm going to look it up while I'm talking here because it's going to totally make me crazy. Bear with me just a moment because I really can't stand when I can't remember stuff. So it's a solar eclipse. So it is, the eclipse is the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius happens on the 14th. And then we have just a week later, we have the winter solstice. So they're pretty closely timed together, that 6 months. And so planting the seeds of intention right now for where you want to be right then when you get there, and then planting a new major seed of intention for what you want going on in your life and what you're working towards. So very powerful, happening at 0 degrees of Cancer. And so it's that balancing that energy. And yes, what do you want to build for yourself that you love? We have the Emperor and we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups feels like the seed, and bringing it all around and making it grow would be the Emperor. The Emperor is the energy of all the kings, of all the, swords and wands and cups and pentacles. It's all that energy of really having it pulled together. And the Page of Cups starts with this thought, this idea, this passion, this I love this kind of energy, right? So these all come with these really cool affirmation kind of things on it. And so this one says, the world is my flourishing oyster, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Well, if you put the energy into it, this is what's going to happen next, is the Emperor. So where is it that you're trying to take control of your life, right? Four is very stable. I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Kings, they're all leaders. Confidence, that would be wands. Harmony, that would be the king. Generosity, that would be the pentacles. So I'm adding one. Clarity. Clarity of thought. Clarity of knowing what it is that you want. And I think what you want is what you feel like you want right here with this excitement, this energy. This is about this in-between world right here with this. Stepping out of the dark into the light, knowing what we are worth, and building those relationships that nurture. We do that by nurturing ourselves first, by picking ourselves first, by knowing what it is that we want. And then apparently leading with confidence, with maturity, with generosity, with clarity of vision, and in harmony, integrating not only within yourself, but integrating and allowing other people to shine. What have you got on your mind? You have the cosmic egg. Cancer had the cosmic egg. The divine feminine, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. Where are you going with all this? Big transformation. Very exciting energy. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Why does that a card flip out? It says detach from drama, look up. It says detach from drama, look up. Are you missing something coming in? And you have the clarity to go within. This would be the King of Swords that was missing on that list, right? The clarity of what you want to create. So, detach from the drama, look up, and go within. Okay? So, don't be sitting in misery. Look up. Something is coming to you. So awesome. I'm just, this is the best thing ever when everything makes sense and comes together like this. Okay. So this card highlights the need to detach from the drama in the world by those stuck in third dimensional energy, as well as being depleted by distressing news events. Hold the light. Detach now from anything that drains you energetically, any person who lowers you or situation that keeps you small. You're the Emperor. Remember? Even if you don't physically walk away, change how you react and let your personal space enable you to feel the sunlight, smell the flowers, be warm, feel at peace with the surroundings that are on your side, not against you. Start the practice now. And how do you do that? By going within and being very centered in who you are, being centered in what it is you believe, and being in connection with spirit. Spend time in silence, free of distraction, noise, and chaos. You return to the simplicity of listening to your own heartbeat and your own breath, slowing everything down to a point of deep serenity where clarity can be found. Don't push for an answer or solution. It may be that much is still to be revealed or played out in a situation or a relationship you inquired about. Realize that you'll be given what you need for now. Feel into the fresh perspective the aquamarine energy gives and allow it to aid you and help you reach diamond clarity. Whenever you need it, it is waiting there to serve you. Nice. So I'm going to pull an esoteric question card for you. Let's see what we've got. Something to think about, to journal on, to help you with all of this energy and kind of direct you in maybe where you need to go. When you journal, that is channeling spirit in a very interesting and unique way. How can I deepen my trust right now? Let go of the wheel you can trust. You don't need to control everything. Detach from the drama. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. You can do this. All right, let's go on. We're going to go ahead and get to Capricorn next. So, Capricorn. Hey there, Capricorn. How's it going? So, I have 2 videos out. The first one was cut short because of I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde. It wasn't. I forgot to plug in the camera, so the battery died. So there is Taurus, Gemini, and Aries on that one. If those are your sun, moon, and rising, be sure to check those out. There was also 18 minutes of video on this new moon eclipse here in Cancer and all the different aspects for you. I am going to highlight something really quickly, though, because Saturn does rule Capricorn, and it is at 0 degrees of Aquarius, backing up. It's in retrograde, backing up into Capricorn, and so it's at a quincunx with this eclipse, and that's like this angle, kind of like yoga, like I'm stretching and I'm reaching, and it's not always comfortable. But the thing about pushing past your limits, pushing past the boundaries, it strengthens you, grow, you see things from a different perspective. And so this is definitely that energy of we're in between worlds right now. And it's about deciding what's valuable to you, and how have you learned that nurturing yourself and nurturing others is something that you value? Because you might have, right? This eclipse is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. Now, it could be work related, but I don't think so. For some of you, it might be. But I think a lot of us, it's about, did we learn over the last 18 months how to love and nurture ourselves? And if so, then even in a business partnership, then we have learned how to send that energy out into all of the relationships and to find more balance, right? It's an annular eclipse. So it is ruled by the sun and the moon. And the sun is the energy of the masculine, the divine masculine. The moon is the divine feminine. And the divine feminine is not blocking out because it's annular. It's not going to go completely dark, right? And so there's this play of the light. There's this integration of the shadow and the light. So I'm going to be pulling a divine feminine card. Even if you are masculine or identify as masculine, you have divine feminine energy and divine masculine, just as the feminine has both parts also. And so, really just one. That's so unusual. Capricorn, you have a laser-focused agenda going on here. Let's see what it is. You have the Knight of Wands. You're the Knight of Wands. What lights you up? What lights you up? Okay. In the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feelings of inspiration. What lights you up? What brings the joy and the happiness into you? Are you pursuing your dreams? You are being asked to pursue your dreams. Planting the seed of intention over the next 6 months, pursuing your dreams of what you want your life to look like. Nice. So it's a little stretching. It's a little trying a new pose. It's a little, maybe you're a little unstable at first. But with practice, everything gets better. Okay. But then you got a book of the Divine Feminine Energy, which when you consider that Capricorn's considered the masculine to Cancer, which is considered the feminine, really knowing how to tap into that energy makes sense. So, wow. Okay. Nice. All this is nice. So you have Pope Joan, which, by the way, somebody else had it. I almost want to say it was Taurus, another earth sign that had this. Pope Joan. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is boundless. So here's a little Pope Joan drama for you, a little soap opera. Pope Joan was in love with a priest. Joan was in love with a priest, and so she became a priest. She dressed as a priest, and so she could be in the monastery with him. And so their relationship continued for years, and she worked hard, and she was elected Pope of the Catholic Church. And so she was walking along a street, and all of a sudden the baby dropped out because her relationship had continued. And so now they actually check to make sure you're a male when you're elected Pope. Folklore or reality, I don't know, because her name doesn't show up in the official rolls. They took the Pope away from her because, she had to go and take care of the baby. All right, so woman's work. So this is about being able to don't hide your divine feminine. You can be in a man's world and be fully female. So feminine and masculine really integrated there. We have the goddess of all that flows. I am the ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists in me. And what exists in you, I don't know, because we have the cosmic egg also. There's some big thing cooking here. You have the Lady of the Lotus born. My embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So spend some time feeling into the energy of who you are. What feels right? What feels good? Do a little stretching of who you are. Yoga, yes, but no. I mean, who are you? I want to kind of look at that one just a little bit more. And the cosmic egg, though, is amazing. They don't have these in here alphabetically, which drives me crazy. I have another book where they're in one order and then they're in another. So one page has them alphabetically so you can find things, and then the other one, however it is that they break it up, that I don't understand. So, this is deep wisdom that has been misunderstood. This is the ultimate spiritual wisdom that the human body is all that is needed for enlightenment. She was a princess in Tibet in 777 CE. According to the legend, she was born in the same way as the Buddha, a mantra resounding, and her mother gave birth to Yishi painlessly, which means wisdom. Oh, so here again, she's sort of like Pope Joan. From a young age, Yishi only wanted to practice the Dharma instead of getting married. But the Emperor of Tibet made her... Oh, yes, she is the same... Okay, this is 2 different religions. Same kind of situation where, like the wall was up and they're like, you can't be in this patriarchy. And they're like, but I'm capable. So what is it that you want to do that there feels like, and it doesn't have to be the patriarchy that's restricting you, but there's a ceiling, a glass ceiling of something that you're not sure you can break through, but I'm telling you can, because I am the ocean of creative energy and I give birth to what exists within inside of me, and what exists within inside of you is the cosmic egg. What are you passionate about? What are you trying to create? It is really this integration of the masculine and the feminine energy within you. So this is the creative, this is the creative seed of idea, the egg of the idea, and the masculine, the yang, the energy of like the sperm swimming into the egg to fertilize it. It takes both. It takes creativity and it takes that disciplined, consistent action that you are so good at to bring it in. Your authentic self. Who are you? Who are you? Whatever this is, your authentic self, right? Your authentic self. Who are you? This is the question to be asking yourself as you're working forward, like being authentically who you are. This new moon in Cancer is asking everybody, who are you authentically? And I swear I said that in the video because I have it written down here. So hopefully I said it, but I don't know. I meant to. Apparently I meant to do it because you guys need to hear it. So who are you? All the parts of the energy that you have emitted or sent out are accurate, more or less. And the reflections all look like you, but are they really you? This includes the reflections of how you see yourself and judge yourself and who you believe you to be. Look at how the figure in the mirror is shielded by white satin. Archangel Metatron has brought you here to unveil yourself to who you truly are, your authentic self, stripped bare of other people's perceptions as well as your own. To gaze into this mirror, to see yourself properly for the first time ever. As Metatron lifts away the satin sheet, you see yourself gazing back at you, ageless, eternal, light-filled, and shining brightly. There is no hiding place. This is you. Look into your eyes and see your androgynous soul. That's the masculine and the feminine together, right? Your androgynous soul reflected back to you many lifetimes, much wisdom and love in its purest form. This is you. As you were born, a pure incarnated soul in physical form, come to play, to work, to learn, to do, to be. You have lost this connection with your true authentic self. Allow this relationship with your true essence to deepen and blossom. And as it does, so much may be needed to adapt in your life as you recognize and follow your own authenticity. Being authentic may result in being asked not to follow the crowd, but to stand out and to shine brightly in your own right. Doing your life your own way. This doesn't have to be a lonely place. Metatron is beside you and will help you recognize those of similar vibration and those who live authentically too. It is time to allow all the masks to fall away, to recognize and appreciate who you really are. The deepening of this relationship starts now. Look into the mirror and see the energy in this room. Okay. Be willing to see yourself, this masculine and feminine, this authentic you, this idea, this place you want to go. It's time to create. It's time to create your life. How does my body want me to move today, and how can I surrender even more into this moment? These are the esoteric questions that you are being asked to spend a little time thinking about, journaling on. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It is time to surrender and let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know it's coming. How can I surrender even more in this moment? When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. The new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Did you guys dance? I was just talking, somebody else got that. Sagittarius did, and I said, you know, I challenged them to dance. Or maybe it was Leo. I guess it was Leo. Have you guys danced? Did you get up and dance? Because nobody put it in the comment section. If you've been up dancing, give me your song. Let me know what it is you dance to. If you haven't been dancing, start dancing. You know, nobody has to see you. I just want to know that you're doing it. There's so much passion and joy and freedom and getting in touch with your inner child. It's setting that creativity inside of you free. It's allowing yourself to be authentically you. There's no reason to hide who you are under the cloak of the masculine energy. You are both masculine and feminine. And your light shines brightly, and your ability to create is immense. And so where are you inspired to create in your life? And it could be anything, right? It really could. It's partnership. But I feel like it could be partnership with spirit, partnership with yourself, partnership with a person that you're working with, or someone that you're in a relationship with. But it's time to create. Good luck with that. All right. Hello, Aquarius. How's it going? So there are two videos. The first video I did, cut off. I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde. But it wasn't. It was me. I forgot to plug in. And obviously, this is already an hour and 20 minutes here. I was never going to make without being plugged in. So, my bad. So there's 18 minutes at the beginning of that is all on this energy of this eclipse. If you want more information on that, I would really recommend it. I felt it was valuable. And then, of course, you should check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign, if your sun, your moon, or your rising are Aries, Taurus, or Gemini, they will be in that video. And if it's Cancer, there was a little bit, and then mostly the Cancer is on this video. So everything's time stamped for you. Nice. Okay, I see what we got going on here. This is nice. So, the first card that came out was this Ace of Wands, this idea, this inspiration, this thing that you really, really want to go for. And it's beautiful. And this is a seed that we're planting, the seed of intention, right, with this new moon. So, I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. And then we have these two cards, two major arcanas that came out together. Let me put it this way. So we have the Devil and we have the Emperor. They're both about control, the Devil and the Emperor. The question is, which way really works? Is it by leading using your mind and your compassion and your ability? Because the Emperor represents all the King's energies. So the clarity of mind and analytical abilities of the King of Swords, or the compassion that comes from the King of Cups, or the ability to work with others and bring them along and help them and inspire them with the King of Wands. Did I say that twice? I feel like I did. The King of Pentacles is about understanding how to manifest and being open to sharing and teaching others. Leadership. It's leadership. Or is it by controlling them, by hanging onto the strings and telling them what they have to do? Which type of leadership works best? Because you're at a decision point here. We have the Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is about moving forward and building something with somebody. Is it something that you need to have total control, or a maturity of leadership? I know which one I'm hoping you're picking. I'm looking for, these have such great little affirmations with them. I just want to, here we go. I am expectant and optimistic And I know that my dream is on the way. I'm planting the seed of intention. I know my dream is on the way. It's about how you get there. It's the leadership that you decide to exude in your own life. So, the sun is a masculine energy. The moon is a feminine energy. And when we have an eclipse, they're combined, right? It's that yin and that yang. That's the divine masculine, the divine feminine working together. And because it's in Cancer, which is the ruler, the moon rules Cancer. So it's a very feminine kind of energy. I'm using the divine feminine. Every male also has divine feminine energy. Every female also has divine masculine energy. And so don't let that throw you. So let's just see. You have the mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear. The way is clear. Oh, Aquarius, stepping into your superpower. And we have the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. This is about self-esteem. Because remember, this eclipse is about, we're in this in-between stage, right? We're that quincunx energy of what do we value financially, what are we worth, and also what do we value and what are we worth, emotionally. And so there's this energy of trying to figure this all out. And so I'm at peace when my mind is clear, and I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. If you are a feminine, this is definitely about loving all the parts of you, the shadow and the light. This is choosing to be relaxed about who you are and leading with confidence. If you are a masculine, have you been judgmental of feminine bodies around you? And are you creating disharmony in your life because you think people don't work hard enough, or they should do more, or like I'm talking about their bodies. Also, loving the women in your life. Cancer is that nurturing mother energy. We're supposed to learn how to, over the last 18 months, learn how to nurture ourselves. And a lot of times we have really been up against it because we've had parents who are not incredibly nurturing because that generation didn't know how. My generation struggled. I'm curious to see what happens with the next generation. They seem to be more doting, but again, they're having to work through the way they were raised, and so it's interesting watching it. So learning to love ourselves so that we can allow the love to flow through to other people and to teach self-love. It's kind of been what we've been working on the last 18 months, all of us. So let's just see how that goes, right? So it's kind of like finding a way to get that, allow that space in there. I really want to look up this card because so the I Am Peace makes sense with what came out with the Metatron deck. It's this other one, this one about the poetess. I just want to see if there's a little something that I'm just not picking up here that I'm missing. Embodies the deep love, admiration, and sensuality that exists between women. It is believed she was born in 630 BC on the Greek islands of Lesbos. Okay, so this is divine feminine energy, and it's in its very core of Venus energy. So she was a poet. She loved women and she celebrated them. And so I really feel like this is about being able to celebrate the women in your life. I'm at peace with the Void card. Rest, retreat, pause. So taking a break from everything. Going within. The new moon is always about pulling our energy in to nurture the seed before, it sprouts, right? It's in the dark womb of no thing. It's that quiet space of peace and quiet where we just allow ourselves to be, to conserve our energy. Okay. As you step into the void, you feel Metatron's presence within the dark, and you proceed deeper into a safe cocoon, knowing that you are not alone. Within the void, there is light too, and you can truly face who you are. In this moon, if you listen to the first part, I talked about how it's about authentically recognizing who we are and choosing where it is that we go from here. You can truly face who you are and what you now need to deal with and heal and embrace or feel. From the moment of sweet surrender, everything becomes possible. A creative dance of moment, flow, and expansion become once more. The sound and the vibration of chanting Om at this time will connect you back to your own cosmic breath, your divine essence, so that you can reach once more into the light, bursting forth into the new. Your soul is bright, sparkling ball of luminescent light, and you can be anything you want to be. Choose any reality, any theme, any time, any role to play. You get to choose what is light for you, that you're moving out of, consciously entering back into the void to reach back into the rich landscape of potential dreams as well as unfulfilled desires and wishes. Don't fear the void. It is there to help, not hinder, to lead, to heal, not hurt, to create. To create. It is the womb of no thing. There is nothing in there, and you are limitless, and you can create whatever you want from this energy. I'm part of loving all the parts about a woman. The woman is the creator energy. So when you just allow yourself to retreat into the womb of who you are, your essence of your divine feminine self, then from there you can create the new world that you want to live in. It is that cosmic egg that is there in your mind, the thing that really, it's choosing the path that lights you up. It's choosing how do you want to lead your life. It is cutting the cords of letting other people dictate to you and leading with compassion, with kindness, yourself and others, with clarity of thought, of direction, of knowing where it is that you want to go, the peace and the harmony, the inspired action for yourself and for others, and the willingness to be open and sharing of time and talent and treasure in a way that is balanced, because you know that you can manifest more, because you can create anything. So this is about you tapping into your creation energy of what you want your life to look like, because you have what am I afraid of losing. So here's something to be journaling on and thinking as we grow and change and transform our lives. It requires to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things, because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? You're limitless. You can create for yourself. What is the most limiting belief that keeps me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself when you think about your dreams? What is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it is because a part of you doesn't believe it is possible. But you are truly limitless. Whatever this is, choose you. Choose to create. Choose to believe. Cut the cords of other people controlling you and run your own life from the highest possible energy that you can tap into, because you are limitless. The highest possible energy you can tap into is the energy of the divine, because we're all divine. That is our birthright. We were made in the image and likeness for a reason. All right, I'm going to move on to Pisces. So, hey there, Pisces. There are 2 videos because Mercury retrograde. No, actually, I forgot to plug in the camera. So there are 2 videos. There's 18 minutes on the eclipse energy only. And then if your sun, moon, or rising are in Aries, Taurus, or Gemini, those are on the other video, so I will link it below. If you're Cancer rising, there's a lot on this one. There's a little bit on the other one, so you know, you may want to check that out. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, whatever you're looking for. So it cut out, and I was like, no, no, I can't believe I didn't plug in. All right, so we're going to pull a card from the Divine Feminine along with some other cards here. And the reason we're pulling the card from the Divine Feminine is because the Sun is masculine energy, Divine masculine energy. And the Moon is the lunar energy, right? That's the feminine, the Divine Feminine of creation. And this is happening at 0 degrees of Cancer. That's very feminine energy. And so the Divine Feminine really called to me. So we're going to do that. And I just wanted to explain that to you because this eclipse is an annular eclipse. And so it doesn't go completely dark. It's definitely integrating both, and it's the texture of it, the light and the dark, and how do you bring this in, and how do you use this? And so really beautiful kind of energy to work with. And so I really wanted to just kind of really tap into that for you. Now this is all happening in your 9th house. No, your 5th house. Your 5th house of creative energy. Nice. Children, fun, romance, playing with your inner child. Have you been splashing around in that pool of your inner child? It really wants to, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and see what we get for cards for you, for Pisces. Really? Okay. All right. You have 3 major arcanas. First one I saw was the Tower. So, big shakeup. Big shakeup. And I don't want you to be scared of this shakeup because the rest of the cards make the shakeup look like a really good thing. So, this shakeup says here, in the chaos, I move toward the brightest light. And the brightest light is actually within. The brightest light is the divine within. So, when everything looks like it's crashing around, make sure you center in on what it is that you really want because there is karmic justice happening here. This is a balancing, a rebalancing, right? Things are falling down that needed to in order to bring in the justice, and the balance. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. And so life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. There's something that needed to come down that you were unwilling to do for yourself, and so you're getting a little helping hand with it. But then you have the Magician. I can manifest the life I desire through energy and action. This is energy in action. Bringing in justice that allows you to manifest what you want. And then you have the 8 of Wands. It's going to be a busy time. The next 6 months until we get to the winter solstice is going to be busy. This is creative energy. This is lots going on. So it is the taking down of the structures that do not work for you in order to allow room and space to build something, to create something, to chase down your dreams here. And I really want to find this 8 of Wands one. It says, it is go time. I fall. It says I fall. We have the Tower. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy, and I swiftly face my desires head on. What do you want to create? This is a gift. I'm not sure you're going to believe that at the moment. I really hope that you can. I really hope that you go, yes, okay, that wasn't working. I hated that job. And now I'm going to find one I really like. Or that relationship wasn't working for me, but that means that the one that will is right around the corner. I was trying to create this business and it just wasn't getting off the ground because I didn't quite have something right. And so I'm going to reformat it. I'm going to restructure it. I'm going to create what it is I want. You have so many cards that just came out. Holy cow. And honestly, I've been in this deck so many times, and there's Some I haven't ever seen. 2 of these I've not seen before. Look at this. You showed up for yourself. You have the High Priestess. Whoops. How about I do it right side up? You have the High Priestess. To me, that's Pisces. So I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. The brightest light that you should be aiming for is the one inside of you. Like, what really feels right? Following your intuition, Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. The Empress of Protection. Life is not happening to you. It is happening for you. You are going to be protected through this process. It is the opportunity for you to manifest into your life what it is that you really want, to bring in some justice into your life. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. You have Lolita, the Red Goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. The light is within you. And seek the joy and the happiness, and be willing to chase the good part. Do not dwell in the pits of despair. I just heard, who the heck is talking like that? All right, do not dwell in the pits of despair. Reach for the light. Who the? I don't even want to, I don't know. Oh, you know what I did this time when I was calling in? I called deeply for this one, and I went back into timelines, and I asked for, I spent a lot of time in some of my lifetimes in like the convent and the monasteries, and I've been both male and female, and I called in my cohort from then because I felt like, and so the depths of despair, it's one of my priest friends. I tried to get his name once. All I got from him was brother, but that he also said to me, that I'd taken a vow of silence in that lifetime, which clearly I have not done in this one. So he's kind of fun. All right, so we have Bridget, the goddess of eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Seeking the light within, that is where you need to go. Trusting in your intuition, following the direction. It's going to get busy. It's going to be fast, but you are loved and you are protected and you're safe. So you have Mother Mary showing up here in Our Lady of Guadalupe, and also Mary of Nazareth. Both. And it's a Cancer moon, right? And so Cancer is the nurturing mother energy. So whoever is the mothering energy in your religion, it does not have to be Mary. It might be Kuan Yin. I don't know. It could be Vesta. I don't know, right? Demeter. Whoever it is that you call on for that mothering, nurturing energy. Whoever it is, call on them now. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Something is happening. Something is falling apart, away, disappearing that you should have let go of, but you were clinging for whatever reason. And karmic justice is no. We want to give you the best. You deserve the best. We love you. So we're going to help you out. Now dig deep and search for the light within, that idea, that thing, that thought you had that you always wanted to do, but something was stopping you, that thing that's right around the corner that you didn't know was there because you haven't had the courage to walk around the corner because you've been, trying to hang on to what you got right here that isn't working. Beautiful. You have self-love and nurture. This has been the lesson of this entire past 18 months or so. Well, we've had the North Node in Cancer, self-love and nurture, and you have as above, so below. As above, so below. I'm actually going to read this one, but this is like the Magician card. Do you have the Magician card? I feel like you have the Magician card. You do. It's this energy. This is the energy of you get to manifest and create. But honestly, if you dwell in the negative energy, that's what you're going to manifest. So instead, allow yourself to dream, to be inspired, to create heaven on earth for yourself. Because you can. You have all the tools you need at the disposal. You can create everything. And so whatever is being taken away, whatever is being swept away, whatever is being knocked out of your hands, it needed to go. You are encouraged to take that which is learned and acquired and bring it into the everyday, whether you are a healer, a teacher, a shop worker, or an engineer, to walk your light path, to plant it, the bridge between heaven and earth. For you are truly the embodiment of both. Earth is your home and heaven is here with us. Look and seek, and so it shall be. This principle of as above, so below is also important for you right now. Be aware of the need to honor both your divine and earthly states. Do not neglect your own physical self at the expense of the spiritual, or vice versa. So take care of yourself in a very balanced way. You are a reflection of the divine, but it's more than that. You are a spark of the divine. You have the ability to manifest. You were made in an image and likeness. This is an opportunity. Choose to look at it that way and reach for the light within you and know that you are safe and protected. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't neglect your health. That feels very important. Know what you are worth and ask for it. Ask for help and guidance also. Don't forget, they stand ready, willing, and able to help, but you have to ask because of, oh my God. Seriously, Pisces, do not waste this opportunity you have. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? If I had a magic wand. Well, you do have a magic wand. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them fuel you today. Your desires are soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. And the other one says, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? As above, so below. Choose the happiness. Create the happiness. Go back to the moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or maybe you did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and to find the joy in the little things. Note to self, laugh more often. This is not a tower moment. This is a gift. This is a gift that brings about the justice of karma in your life. Like you've met the karma, and now it's time to create the new set for yourself, the good stuff. Pretty exciting. All right, Pisces, I will see you back here later this week. I'm going to do the Sun in Cancer videos, but I wanted to get this one out. It felt important. All right, you guys take care, and we will talk soon. Oh my gosh, you are protected. You are safe. Go create. Go co-create with spirit that dream. And go have some fun while you're doing it. It looks amazing. It really does. You take care.